All right.
I don't got any questions.
Thanks, Bill.
Important week for you guys, Coach. Ready for what you guys have to accomplish this week against your arch rival?
Yeah, we've got, for us, short week. So I think we've got a good plan for short weeks and what we do with our guys, try to keep them, fresh so they're ready to go on Thursday. Everybody knows their body's got to peak at 7:30 on Thursday. So their clocks have to change in their heads.
Obviously, you're out here today. Is that the biggest change to the schedule this week and what you're doing, being out here practicing today, or anything else you're doing this week?
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of things different than we do in a normal week, but we don't. It's because of the time, So we don't have the amount of time. Plus, when you go with a short week, it's more about making sure that they're mentally fresh and that their bodies are ready to go on Thursday night. So we can't practice the way we would normally practice in a week.
How much of it then is recovery and rest and mental reps versus the normal thing you do to prepare for?
I'd say 75% of it is that. I mean, in our plan.
How much pressure is your team feeling this week, Coach, as far as trying to keep tabs in the Coastal Division race and knowing that you guys can't slip up at all for the rest of the season?
I don't know that we haven't talked about it. I mean, if they feel it, they haven't said anything to me. It's about the next game. I mean, that's the only thing that we can control is what we do in this game on Thursday night. So that's where our focus has been. It's just been, let's get ready for this game.
What's been the difference the last couple of games in having more success in short yardage situations?
Well, I think part of it is, I think Hood is finally back to being, healthy, and that's been good. I think our offensive line, with all the changes in the offensive line, I mean, I think they're starting to get a little bit more comfortable with each other and who's up there, and so, I just think we're executing better.
You said a couple weeks ago, in the midst of the struggles, it's just a matter of getting it done. Is that the difference?
Say that again?
You said a couple weeks ago during the struggles when we were asking you about this problem, you said it's just a matter of the guys getting it done. Coach Cap said the same thing.
Yeah, just
is that
execute.
the difference?
It's not like they're going to come up with some kind of magical plays. I mean, it's just execute. You're going to put a body on a body, knock them off the ball, and the running back get the first down.
Lucas is recognized for the third time. What is he doing well up front?
Well, he's probably been the most consistent guy. First of all, he's a senior. He's got a lot of reps. He's the quarterback of the offensive line. He's really quiet now. He doesn't ever talk, doesn't say much, but he's that he's always going to take care of his business and he's going to do his job. It's just the way he is. That's his personality.
From what you've seen out of Duke on film, the way they played Louisville, the way they played Virginia Tech, the way they played Georgia Tech, do they have the look of a 3-6 team?
They could have very easily won all three of those games. There's no doubt about that. So we don't really look at their record. I mean, that's not something that we pay attention to. We know we're going to get their best game, and hopefully we're going to give them our best game.
But speaking of that, sometimes it seems like Duke likes to slow it down, especially if they did that against the possession game. Is there anything you can do to maintain your pace and kind of make it?
Well, I think Georgia Tech does as good a job of anybody doing that. I mean, we just need to be efficient. If we can be efficient running the football, and I think we'll throw the ball efficiently. And if we do those things, then we should stay on the field. If we keep converting third downs like we do, then we'll stay on the field and we'll hopefully get the ball in the end zone.
Daniel Jones has gotten into a nice groove as a quarterback for Duke. Is that something you guys are closely paying attention to as far as trying to contain him?
Oh, you bet. I mean, he's doing a really nice job with it. I mean, I think he's growing into himself. He's pretty comfortable back there. He runs the ball very, very well.
Notice the victory bell is painted half Duke blue and half Carolina blue. That's new. Was there any reason behind that?
I don't know. It was new to me, so I hadn't seen it yet, and I just heard about it from the players.
You don't have any idea what's going on there?
I really don't. I've just been really focused on what we're doing. I hadn't paid a whole lot of attention to it.
Okay. 2 years ago, you had that whole paint incident.
Yeah, we won't have any painting. Yeah, we won't do any painting.
Could you remind the guys just to keep
No, I hadn't said a word to them about it, and I won't.
Coach, what's your reaction to the $10 million donation, and what do you think it's going to mean for the program?
Ken and Cheryl Williams, that's awesome. I mean, they've been such great supporters of this athletic program for years, and I feel very blessed and fortunate just to have gotten to know them. They're just great people, and obviously their blood is Carolina blue.
Is there a different focus to your team this week going up against Duke?
I hope not. I hope it's the same way it is every week. That's all what we want from our guys. I mean, every game is big to us, so it's just the next game, and we want to practice the same way. We want the same intensity, the same focus level, and that's what they've been giving us this year. So if they do that, we'll be okay.
Coach, without it being bulletin board material or anything like that, is there a respectful way to say they've got more guys injured in key positions? We don't. A little more rested, perhaps. We should be able to go over there and handle business. Is there a respectful way to say that?
Well, the way I'm gonna say it is if we prepare the way we've been preparing on a weekly basis, I think we'll be fine. I know that David's gonna have them prepared. I don't doubt that, and they're gonna give us everything they got. And I hope that we're prepared and that we give them everything we got.
Considering the way you guys played last week, getting the bye came at a good time, just to kind of recharge in time for November.
I mean, I would have loved to have had it earlier, but we needed it. We took advantage of it. Like I said, they had 4 days off during the bye, completely off, and so they needed it. More the mental part of it than the physical part.
Do you see that in a week like this when they've had a game now and they're still, they've played, but they've still had some time to recharge? Or do you see it in a practice after that, like the first couple?
They've been, when we came out of the open week, because our number one objective was to be as fresh as we possibly could mentally and physically. They were. You could tell it on the practice field. They were moving around. And again, they did that today. So I feel good about where we're at.
What are other teams doing to limit the Lions' return opportunity? One away from tying the record.
Well, last week we had they kind of were going to run a fake and then punted the ball, and I think there was only one punt, I believe. We just hadn't gotten many opportunities. There's one team, I remember Miami, the punter did a phenomenal job. He hung it up there forever, so they're just, I think there's some really good punters in this league, and they're doing a great job, and we're just hoping, we can get one to slip up sometime.
Coach, how's the program?
Oh, yeah, the record's important to him. It's important to all those other guys, too. They want him to have it. They want to be a part of it. So, yeah, it's important to all of them, So, hey, you got, every time you go out there on a punt return, you got to believe that this is going to be the one that it happens on. You can't allow your man to be the guy that makes the play. If you do those things, eventually it's going to come.
We'll take a few more of the players responding to the APR report that recently came out?
For what?
The APR report about the football team, academics?
I don't know what report came out, so I apologize. I have no idea.
How do you treat Thursday game day differently? Obviously the classes. Do y'all sleep in the hotel on Wednesday night?
Go to the hotel on Wednesday night. We our guys usually go to the movie on the night before, and they won't do that. They'll get in bed, and then we'll take them to the movie on Thursday morning sometime. And because you got nothing but soap operas, or there's no games on TV for them to watch, so we try to get them out of the hotel a little bit. We'll still do all our walkthroughs and all those kind of things that we normally do. So
you treat Thursday essentially like a Saturday? You would.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, except we don't go to movies on Saturday.
Gotcha.
So that's different.